What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks NBA Player Props first look video for this Friday slate on February 11th. Excited to get into the breakdown, giving you guys 5 picks to get you in the money on Prize Picks tonight, guys. If you haven't signed up for Prize Picks, go ahead and do so today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 when you sign up today using that promo code, guys. So, without further ado, going to give you guys my picks. Check out some Prize Picks. I do offer a premium content package. Keep in mind, this is a first look, guys. I'm going to be pulling up this premium content package at the end of the video talking about it if you are getting very serious about it. You might want to look into that because the first look video, just keep in mind, we don't have all of the picks available on the board. So I'm going with the best of the bunch that we have available. Still has been pretty good for the most part. I will say yesterday was not, unfortunately. We went 1-4 yesterday on that. The Milwaukee Bucks Suns game was really my favorite on the early look board yesterday. Chris Paul went with the over 19 assists. We went with Luka Doncic over 9.5 assists. You can see the results. Booker went under his points. Ayton went under his rebounds. Giannis went under his points. So yesterday's first look video, unfortunately, the fastest up-tempo, best game environment on the slate really let us down as far as my top picks. But overall, it's been going good, guys. And if you enjoyed this content, if you could please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, that would be greatly appreciated. Trying to get it up to over 100 likes yesterday, guys. We got up to 86, so thank you so much for that. That's the closest I've gotten, so I appreciate the support on these Prize Picks segment. And without further ado, let's get into the picks for today. So, once again, early look board. We're really looking at the Atlanta-San Antonio Spurs game. We got some Boston-Denver action for the most part, but that's about it. So just keep in mind, is somewhat limited. But once again, good news. We do have a pretty good game environment here. It's a 232.5 over-under, 8-point spread in favor of the Atlanta Hawks. So I like targeting this Atlanta-San Antonio Spurs game. And I'm glad that it's up on the board for this first look video. And where we're going to be looking to in this one? Well, first guy I'm going to be going with is Keldon Johnson. His line is set at 15.5 points. I'm going to be taking the over here. On his last 5, he's been averaging 18. The San Antonio Spurs just dealt Derek White away, which I think is a big deal. I think that's going to give a big bump up in usage to a Keldon Johnson, a guy that was dealing with splitting that usage with Derek White. I constantly talked about on my DraftKings and FanDuel's videos, but those guys were really negatively correlated for quite some time now. When Derek White would have a good game, oftentimes it would make Keldon Johnson suffer. And now there is no Derek White, so that's a huge deal for Keldon Johnson. I love the matchup. Taking on an Atlanta Hawks team that ranks 27th overall in points per possession rank, 24th in the half-court points per play rank, 14th in half-court percentage of plays rank, and 17th in putbacks, so allowing a lot of second-chance opportunities, allowing a lot of points overall. I'm going to be rocking with the over 15.5 points for Keldon Johnson in this 232.5 total. Love the pick with no Derek White now. I think that line is too low. Second pick on this video. Going to be going right over to San Antonio Spurs teammate, and we're going to be going with the Jakob Poeltl points. It's 12.5. Once again, Derek White, not exactly directly correlated with Jakob Poeltl from a positional aspect, but neither is Keldon Johnson. He's a wing guy. Jakob Poeltl's a center. It's still going to give more usage, though, more opportunity for Jakob Poeltl to get on the scoring board. Over his last 5, he's averaged 14.8. You take Derek White out of the equation, there's going to be more shots to go around. We just talked about it, but Atlanta not ranked good defensively, 17th overall in putbacks inside, 24th in half-court points per play rank. That's really not good. And when you factor in the points per possession rank, they're bottom 4 in the league. So a team that I love to target, and you take Derek White out of the equation. Once again, I think these lines are too low. I think these lines are going to start to go up a little bit more as we see a couple games played with the San Antonio Spurs with there being no more Derek White in the equation. So I want to capitalize on the over 12.5 points for Jakob Poeltl. Third guy I want to talk about on this video today, we're going to be going to a different game, and rather than the points or the assists, we're going to be heading over to the rebounds tab. We're going to be going down to an Al Horford. Al Horford's line right now is set at a 6.5 rebounds line. Looking at his last 5, he's averaged 9.4 rebounds per game, 9, 12, 10, and 11 after putting up 5 only last time out. That dipped down a little bit, but he has been averaging much more rebounds than only a 6.5 line would indicate. And he's taking on a Denver Nuggets squad tonight that kind of has a big front court when you're looking at how they're going to square up here. They have Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic. They're going to need Robert Williams and Al Horford out there on the floor for most of this game. You can make an argument that maybe Al Horford gets pushed off and they put in some more Grant Williams minutes. But even if that is the case, I still think that Al Horford's more than capable of going out there and grabbing 7 rebounds in this one. Taking on this Denver squad, I'm looking at my defensive half-court and putbacks tool as far as how they're grading out. Pretty good overall, but the thing is they do allow quite a bit of plays to be ran against them. 21st overall in the defensive half-court points per play. And then when you look at the offense half-court and putbacks, that just indicates how good Boston is at getting these putbacks. They're ranking pretty good overall, 17th in putbacks. So now keep in mind, obviously, defensive rebounds are factored in here too. But I always like to see that putback category because that's just guaranteeing some more. I think the defensive rebounds are a little bit more guaranteed than the offensive rebounds. So anytime I can get some offensive rebounds, I'm looking to target that. And the bottom line is this Al Horford line is just too low today. So he's going to be my third pick on this video, going with the over Al Horford 6.5 rebounds. Fourth pick, we're going to be heading on over back to the Atlanta Hawks and San Antonio Spurs game. We're going with John Collins. John Collins' line right now set at 17 points. Over his last 5, he's averaging 18. He's put up 19, 23, 22, and 20 points his last 4. Would have hit the over on this line in all of them. And playing a lot of minutes, getting a lot of usage. And his team has a 120 implied total. That's a lot of points to be put up. I think John Collins is going to be a big part of those points. Especially just because the 17-point line is too low for me. I think he's going to get scored 20-plus points in this matchup tonight. When you're factoring out the math, how many minutes he does play on the court, a 120 implied total, it just makes sense for him to be able to smash this line. And once again, a game that I'm loving to target, I'm going to be going with the John Collins over 17 points. Looking at the San Antonio Spurs side of things, we talk about the Atlanta Hawks. The San Antonio Spurs ranked 27th overall in putbacks allowed as well to opposing teams. That's bottom 3 in the league. 27th in offensive rebounding percentage rank. Once again, bottom 3 in the league. 17th in half-court points per play rank. 20th overall in points per possession rank. So it's not as if the San Antonio Spurs are exactly a defensive juggernaut either. Vegas tells a lot of this stuff in the lines, but I like going with John Collins over 17 points. And lastly, that huge total for the Atlanta Hawks with the 120.25. There's going to be someone that has to command the point guard position and is going to be dishing out assists. And who's that, man? That's Trae Young, obviously. So Trae Young, 10 assists. I like going with the over here. 10 assists is a decent line, but he's put up 13, 11, 11 his last 3 games. Those 3 games weren't even as good of a highly paced game as this one. So that's obviously going to factor into this. But 10 assists for me, once again, this team's implied to put up 120 implied points. Trae Young, the point guard responsibilities. There's going to be a lot of assists to go around. I think he's the guy that's going to be, dishing out the most of them for sure in this point guard responsibility. So Trae Young, over 11 assists. You get the tough matchup drawing some DeJounte Murray defense. So I'm going to pivot away from the point. And instead of the points, go to the assists. Maybe, DeJounte Murray does a good job of limiting his shot attempts in this one. And Trae Young becomes a really good facilitator, though. And it's kind of forced to pass the ball. So I'm going to be feeling pretty confident about this. Going with the over 10 assists, that is going to be my 5 picks for this Prizepicks videos today, guys. If you haven't signed up, once again, use that promo code KJK DFS to receive that instant match deposit up to $100 today. And if you haven't signed up for the premium content package, if you want my final picks, go on over, head on over to patreon.com/KJK_DFS. And you can get access to the DraftKings and FanDuel package I offer. DraftKings and FanDuel projections, core plays. I also offer the Prizepicks, projections and core plays. And I offer a combo package. If you do play DraftKings, FanDuel, and Prizepicks, you can get access to both of those at a discount for $34.99, guys. So check that out. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Wishing you guys all the best of luck on your Prizepicks picks tonight. And we will see you in the next one.